2026. Thank you so much for watching and keeping it on UBC. We'll start off with our top stories, where police in Mukono have launched investigations into a fatal road crash involving a train and a school bus that occurred this morning in Nachisunga Sub-County, Mukono District. The bus was transporting students of Mwebaze High School in Kachiri to Jinja District for an educational trip when it collided with a train at the Namomira Bokasa Railway crossing along Katusi Road. So far, one person has been confirmed dead, while many others sustain and have serious injuries.
This is so terrible. This is so terrible.
The crash involved a Blue Friendship coaches bus, registration number UAU 123Q, which had been hired by Mwebaze High School in Kakiri Wakiso District to transport students and teachers to Jinja District for an academic study tour.
Got a very fatal accident today morning at around 6:25, where a bus ferrying students from Kakiri, we are told they were going to Jinja. It got into crash with a train which is ferrying passengers to.
Motoka zijja direct abantu baffe bangi bafiiridde wano olulala era basi yagwa wano era lwakuba abantu tebafa bufi naye tewaliwo ttaala tewaliwo kitayiza motoka zijja direct ziyingira buyingizi kkubo twayize kuba nnyo eŋŋombe naye baduleeva bavuga bubi.
12 kitundu ng'erina abantu betwala essite ate nga noona abikkudde ekubye eŋŋombe ono olwekanze asazeemu busazi bw'asibye omulundi gumu okukuba bbaasi ekigwo.
According to preliminary police findings, the bus was carrying approximately 100 passengers and was allegedly traveling at a high speed. Investigators say the driver failed to stop at a designated railway crossing point.
Findings further indicate that the bus was traveling at a high speed and allegedly failed to stop at the designated railway crossing as required by traffic regulations.
Our police officer belonging to the Uganda Railway Police tried to stop the train, the bus as the train was coming in, but the driver decided not to stop, and this very unfortunate incident happened.
One female adult died on the spot, while the injured were evacuated by police and other emergency responders to Mukono General Referral Hospital and nearby health facilities for treatment.
Adult identified as the wife of the school's head teacher died at the scene. Several other occupants sustained injuries and were evacuated to Mukono General Referral Hospital and other nearby health facilities for treatment.
Police have revealed that the bus driver fled the scene immediately after the crash and is currently being sought.
Currently on the run, efforts to identify and apprehend the driver are ongoing.
Authorities are also working to establish the identities of all the victims as investigations into the exact circumstances of the accident.
Very sad news for the one that was lost, and we pray that the Lord strengthens the families of those that haven't yet gotten healed or haven't gotten well from the accident. Moving on into more stories, President Museveni has called for stronger strategic leadership and enhanced defense capabilities across land, air, sea and space, saying Africa's security depends on building a strong center of gravity. Speaking at the graduation of 21 officers from the National Security and Strategic Studies course at the National Defense College in Buika District, the President also stressed the wealth creation as one that remains a foundation of lasting peace and national security. Sedano reports.
Has arrived our chief guest.
When we are all gathered here to witness the graduation ceremony of Cohort 4 of the National Defense College, Uganda. The ceremony is more than the award of certificates and academic qualifications. It is a celebration of intellectual growth, strategic reflection, national service, and leadership transformation.
On behalf of Afande CDF, I therefore reaffirm UPDF's unwavering commitment to making our National Defense College achieve a status of a center of excellence in developing strategic leaders for Uganda, the region, and in the entire African continent.
This sustained investment in advanced strategic training demonstrates a great foresight and a firm commitment to strengthening institutional capacity at all levels of command.
In summary, if you want to defend Africa, I can think of 3 points. 3 points. Point number 1, the economy of Uganda, the smaller country called Uganda, which we have, which is under our control, must undergo socio-economic transformation. All the peasants must disappear. My father was a peasant, I'm a peasant, my child is a peasant, my grandchild is a peasant. You will not defend Africa. The peasants must disappear, and we have a new society. And how will the peasants disappear? The peasants and the Bayai, the two groups, must disappear. And how will the two groups disappear? Through everybody joining the money economy in the 4 sectors. You must be in the money economy, everybody. In our case here, if we can achieve the East African Federation, because then we shall be able to have the access to the sea, all of us, develop a navy, develop an air force. We shall be bigger economy, bigger resources, bigger. Then we can be able to develop capacity to be on land, in the air, in the ocean, at sea. China have done it. China have done it. They were backward like us, but they have done it now.
The government of Uganda says President Yoweri Museveni is engaging South African President Cyril Ramaphosa in efforts to address the harassment of foreign nationals, including Ugandans living in South Africa. Prime Minister Robinah Nabbanja revealed this while meeting 1,030 Ugandans who were repatriated from South Africa following xenophobic attacks. Now the returnees are currently undergoing patriotism training at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi before being reintegrated into their respective communities. Our reporter has the details.
The Prime Minister of Uganda, Robinah Nabbanja, today arrived at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi to speak to 1,030 Ugandans who were repatriated by the government of Uganda from South Africa following the xenophobia attacks to foreigners in South Africa.
Nze kitufu nkitwala nga kitufu. Bankomezaawo nga tibansabe wadde olw'ataano. Wadde okugamba nti leetayo landi ataano. Tukuwandiikira erisiiti, tukuwandiikira olupapula olugenda okuzzaayo. Waliwo gwe baasabye ssente? Ffenna tewali gwe baasabye ssente. Batukomezaawo wano ate abantu ebigambo babikyusa. Nze mu kujja wano byonna bye tubadde tuwulira ekyankwanzi nga birala, naye ate ne bye tusanze wano biki? Birala. Waliwo akompuleyininga. Kati amazima gabeere mazima.
We have someone on the ground as a leader of government business. Webale nnyo, webalire ddala okubeera n'amaanyi ago. Era abantu bano boolaba olunaku lwe basooka okulaba ka clip ng'oli mu parliament ng'ogamba nti ofunyeyo ka video bonna amaanyi gaabaddamu ne bamanya nti kigenda kuba. My issue is just to say vote of thanks first to His Excellency the President, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, olw'okuba nti ffenna nga we muli wano mwenna abajjeeyo nga tabuuzizza animuwagira n'atamuwagira.
The Prime Minister said even though South Africans have opted to turn against fellow Africans, Uganda will not retaliate.
Okubanga oli addira munnauganda nga bafaanagana n'amugamba va wano, ekyo tetunnakitegeera. Era tulina ababaka baffe abakiikirira Uganda mu African Parliament. Naye mwebale okukomawo, Mukama yeebale. Nze buli lunaku neebaka ekiro ne ngamba Mukama weebale, abantu ffe bakomyewo nga tebafiiriddeeyo. Ate nga nkimanyi bulungi nammwe mwagenda kweyiya. N'aba South Africa wane Uganda weebali, naye ffe twagambye tetujja kukola mpisa mbi. Muzeeyi yagaanye n'agamba ye tajja kukola mpisa mbi kubanga ate ye chairman saawa zino owa East African Community.
She revealed that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is holding talks with his counterpart of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, to ensure that South African nationals stop harassing foreigners, including Ugandans living in South Africa.
Era ali mu kuteesaganya ne Ramaphosa bakwatagana mu ngeri yaabwe. Ekyo tujja kimulekera. Ajja kimala muzeeyisi atoyo muka. Oyo bamuyita General Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni ajja kimala.
She said Uganda as a country could not sit back and wait to see Ugandans suffering, and that is why the government of Uganda has organized their return to their motherland.
Muzeeyi we had a brilliant idea. Nengamba kiwedde. Nze bwe mba njagala eggwanga lyange nebbuba ndikola. Ate bwe mmanya nti Munnayuganda alina ekimukutteko okufa n'obutanyagwa.
She advised them to embrace government wealth creation programs.
But while you're here, twagala tulabe butya bwe mu integrating mu communities nga nammwe mugezeeko nga muli b'amaanyiko. Bannayuganda balina okukkiriza nti tubeere wano ffenna tukulaakulanye eggwanga lyaffe. Eggwanga lyammwe likulaakulanye okuva ku mawanga amankuseere kati tuli awo wakati. Twagala kukola kye bayita a qualitative leap to the upper middle income status.
So I want us to go home with 3 points. One, and the first lesson that we must pick from her speech is loyalty. 2 is perseverance.
There you have it, 1,030 Ugandans repatriated from South Africa and now currently undergoing a training to reintegrate into their respective communities after the government has done a little work with them. Moving on, government ministers Balam Bargahara, Justin Namere and Simon Mulongo have concluded a day-long inspection of government projects in Namisindwe district. The ministers toured schools, health centers and key infrastructure projects to assess progress in service delivery and implementation. The visit ended with the arrest of several district technocrats over alleged irregularities uncovered during the inspection. More details from Onyango Jackson.
As they waked up to embark on the journey to Bulambuli district, the ministers who spent the night in Mbale city first thought for the blessing and endorsement of the King of Vamasaba, His Royal Highness Jude Michael Mudoma III.
The church is behind us, the traditional leaders now are behind us. Now for the thieves, maybe Omukuka can tell you
I press you so that you move swiftly into this sub-region to arrest all these people who are dealing with corruption.
In Bulambuli, the team first made a brief stopover at the district headquarters for welcome in the area.
How is my man? So I'm not after anybody here. Chairman, I will not fight anybody for in this district, but I want to do the right thing.
This has to stop. That's why for me I don't care how tough General Mose is. Whoever is going to save this country from corruption, whether they are at 20, whether they are who, me, I will just support them.
The ministers put every communication of theirs to the leaders in black and white.
Why don't you contend with what you get us a pay? And for salary, if you think the salary is not enough, why are you still in that office? And I want to assure you, we are going to cry the loudest noise on the issues of corruption.
And thereafter, the ministers in a company of local leaders headed to the field. At Muyembe Health Center for the investigations surrounded the pit latrine constructed some years back.
There is no pit latrine here. It's just a structure they call a pit latrine and toilet. So I want to see the description of the document.
Next was Muyembe Boys Primary School.
This is the money they give you. Government gives you support. No, not this one.
St. Peter's Clever SS was also a site the ministers visited. The afternoon visit caused excitement among the learners at this school. Ministers Baram, Namiri and Mulongo were on a fact-finding mission at this school.
Senior one. Senior one, there are how many in senior one?
However, after just a sample in 2 classes, the officials were quick to applaud the administration.
The other one is attaining, the other one is what?
So we are going to all schools, it's not only in school.
On the side of infrastructure, the 3 ministers started from one of the bridges being constructed. The fact check included taking measurements of what has so far been laid on ground.
So I want the town engineer to be arrested, the town clerk to be arrested today. And I also want the persons who cleared the internal auditor, who cleared the payment to be arrested, and the contractor to be arrested. We cannot lose money of government of Uganda money like this.
The afternoon downpour didn't stop the inspection of the road constructions in Sisi sub-county.
1.6 kilometer road, which has costed the 65 million. But they said they are going to put maram. But instead of maram, they brought ready soil.
There are farmers here growing a lot of coffee, growing a lot of matoke, so this becomes a leakage in the money economy.
As a blessing in disguise, the rain helped them in unearthing the shoddy works.
So not allow it as long as I'm the Minister of Local Government. And as long as Namere is there, we shall not allow this thuggery. We shall not allow it. Let's go. You take us to another road.
The arrested district engineer then led ministers to Chisumbi Parish for another road inspection.
2021,
they have never seen up to this time.
But this one, we have done it will give me just one road in the Bulambuli district. Give me one road.
The best, the master
Don't confuse me. Don't play with me the way you play with these people. I said give me one road. I'm not here. What? Give me the road and where it's located.
It was a scene of drama at Bulamogi Health Center Free as ministers and the team toured the center. Robert Onyango, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Robert Onyango. We pray that you're safe amidst all the scrutiny and trying to find out and holding people accountable for the work that they're doing with government. National Resistance Movement party members across the country have taken part in village barazas to verify their flag bearers ahead of the Women Council elections on the 23rd of July and LC1 elections on the 38th. President Museveni in his message encouraged the members to participate in the forthcoming elections to exercise their constitutional rights.
The National Resistance Movement has conducted village barazas across the country to verify its flag bearers for the upcoming LC1 elections and fill vacant party positions. At Nabukalu Zone in Waise 2 Parish, Kawempe Division, NRM supporters turned up in large numbers to participate in the village baraza, where they endorsed and consolidated support for their flag bearers. The flag bearers pledged to work towards fulfilling the government's commitments to ensure effective service delivery.
Ngafa abini alimu tubaddemu n'okutabuka abamu tetukwatagana naye abakulu ke bazze
tubanga tuli bakyala muri community abantu batano.
Party supporters also pledged to rally behind the official NRM flag bearers to prevent independent candidates or rival political parties from winning the elections. In Namuongo, marking the division, NRM supporters also participated in the village baraza, delivering a unified message of support for the party ahead of the LC1 and Women Council elections. Similar calls for support and active participation were echoed in villages across the country. NRM officials say the exercise was conducted peacefully. President Yoweri Museveni has encouraged NRM supporters to turn up in large numbers and participate in the elections as part of efforts to strengthen the party.
The proverb in English would be, a stick in the neighboring house cannot help you against a leopard which comes to attack you. You need the leaders who are near you to help you fight corruption.
Vous voudrez des leaders qui sont près de vous pour vous aider à combattre la corruption. Et pour cela, faire la solution pour le LC1.
The Women Council elections are scheduled for 23rd, while the LC1 elections will be held on 28th.
In more stories tonight, the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development has released the first quarter expenditure limits for the 2026-2027 financial year. The 23.3 trillion Ugandan shillings released by government represents 27% of the approved national budget for the financial year.
Government business is expected to proceed more effectively and efficiently following the release of the Q1 funds, according to the Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury at the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Dr. Ramadan Gobi. Dr. Gobi made the remarks while announcing the first quarter releases for the 2026-2027 financial year. A total of 23.03 trillion shillings has been released, representing 27% of the approved budget for the current financial year.
The releases have been aligned with implementation schedules, projected domestic revenue, and expected external financing disbursement. These are the highlights. I will start with the statutory obligations and also financing of statutory institutions. We have released 10.83 trillion shillings for debt and treasury operations. That's the first call on the money in Uganda.
According to the Finance Ministry, government will this financial year implement fiscal and macroeconomic reforms aimed at strengthening budget execution discipline, accountability, efficiency and integrity in public expenditure management.
Therefore, the following principles have been considered in programming the expenditure limits of the first quarter I am going to give you. 1. Maintaining fiscal discipline by ensuring that expenditure commitments are aligned with the available financing and the approved fiscal framework. Number 2, directing public resources towards high-impact interventions that promote economic growth, job creation, and improved delivery of public services.
Meanwhile, the ministry also launched the findings of the 2025 Open Budget Survey. The survey assesses Uganda's progress in budget transparency and accountability while identifying areas that require improvement.
The Open Budget Survey has become an important instrument for strengthening public financial management in Uganda. Over the years, its recommendations have contributed to notable improvements, including expanded budget consultations, publication of citizen budget, and improved budget access to budget information through the Ministry of Finance online platforms.
Stakeholders attending the event emphasized the need for prudent use of public resources, noting that every shilling released must deliver value for money and tangible results for the citizens. Dennis Igor for UBC.
Thank you, Dennis Igor. President Yoweri Museveni has called on universities across Uganda to place greater emphasis on science, technology and innovation to produce graduates capable of driving the country's socio-economic transformation. The President's message was delivered by Vice President Jessica Alupo during the installation of the first Chancellor of Apex International University and the university's maiden graduation ceremony, where more than 400 students received academic awards. The event was held at Pearl of Africa Hotel in Kampala.
Apex International University marked a major milestone with the installation of its Chancellor and graduation of its pioneer class, an event attended by Vice President Lieutenant Major Jessica Alupo, who represented President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. The Vice President was received by the university's top leadership before joining dignitaries, parents and graduates for the colorful ceremony. The ceremony officially began with the installation of the university's first Chancellor, who was entrusted with providing strategic leadership and guiding the institution's future growth. Members of the University Council also took their oaths of office, committing themselves to serving the institution in accordance with the law and the university's governing principles.
Pursuant to the applicable laws of the Republic of Uganda, this instrument is presented for the formal inauguration of Apex International University, Your Excellency.
Delivering President Museveni's message, Vice President Alupo urged higher institutions of learning to prioritize science-based education, research and innovation, saying these are essential for Uganda's industrialization and technological advancement.
Hereby officially inaugurate Apex International University on this 10th day of July 2026. I declare the university formally inaugurated as an institution of higher learning, committed to academic excellence, research, innovation, ethical leadership, international cooperation, and service to humanity in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda.
Alupo commended Apex International University for its steady growth from a modest beginning into a recognized institution of higher learning, contributing to Uganda's education sector. She also advised graduates to stay away from drug and substance abuse, warning that addiction can destroy careers and limit future opportunities.
And you, for your principled leadership in managing the university, an excellent service in meeting the educational needs of the country. On this special occasion, I congratulate the graduates upon the successful completion of their academic courses. I urge today's graduates to refrain from reckless and dangerous lifestyles such as drunkenness, sexual promiscuity, extravagant spending, etc.
The newly installed Chancellor pledged to strengthen academic excellence, promote research and innovation, and ensure the university produces graduates equipped to meet national and global development needs.
Every other young, even international, who has a demand and desire for education, we are ready to give.
Vice Chancellor Joseph Ntegere-Bwama congratulated the graduates and encouraged them to uphold integrity, professionalism and lifelong learning as they embark on their careers.
Your Excellency, to report to you the following. One, Apex International University is just 3 years, but rapidly growing, and it has so far an operational license, and now aspiring for example. And there are many opportunities and chances that look glaring to this university. So far it has recruited from a wide international community a lot of students, but most of them are the vulnerable community members.
He then presided over the conferment of degrees and academic award to more than 400 graduates during the university's first graduation ceremony.
At this moment, I call upon the Dean, Faculty of Information Science and Technology, present you candidates for the award of diplomas.
Ambadu Machabe Semambo, in Jamil Sekaja, reporting for ABC.
The Uganda Prison Service has promoted 269 officers to higher ranks in a move aimed at strengthening leadership and rewarding innovation, professionalism and outstanding service. Presiding over the decoration ceremony, Commissioner General of Prisons Johnson Byabashaija said that the promotions were based on merit, innovation and work performance, noting that officers who demonstrated exceptional leadership and transformed staff welfare stood out during the selection process.
The
Uganda Prison Service has promoted several officers to different ranks in recognition of their performance, commitment and contribution to improving service delivery. Among those elevated are 5 officers who are promoted to the rank of Senior Commissioner of Prisons, 6 to Commissioner of Prisons, 20 to Assistant Commissioner of Prisons, 27 to Senior Superintendent of Prisons, 34 to Superintendent of Prisons, 43 to Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, and 134 to Senior Assistant Superintendent of Prisons. The Commissioner General of Prisons, Johnson Byabashaija, cited innovations such as improvements in staff accommodation, including the replacement of dilapidated Yingia Mama houses with better housing facilities as some of the achievements considered during the promotion exercise.
We had very stringent criteria on which we based ourselves to promote you. Apart from the normal, how capable are you to innovate in your surroundings and make sure that you offer solutions to the challenges that obtain therein. This is going to be a very important factor in the next promotion. And I want to thank those officers who have been very good at innovation. I know officers who eliminated Mama Yingia Poli from their station.
He thanked President Yoweri Museveni for approving the promotions, describing them as a motivation for officers to continue improving service delivery in the country.
I want to also thank His Excellency the President for the timely approval of these promotions. Please clap for him. I want to assure you that the promotions will be continuous and regular.
Prisons authorities reminded the newly promoted officers that the new ranks come with increased responsibility, urging them to uphold integrity, professionalism and commitment in executing the mandate of the Uganda Prison Service.
So we don't expect anything less what we expect from these positions that you have got today.
The Commissioner General also announced plans to establish a board of inquiry to investigate allegations of mistreatment of junior officers by some senior staff, emphasizing that discipline and accountability must be maintained at all levels of the service.
That junior officers are being mishandled by you people whom we have promoted today. We are going to establish a board of inquiry to go all over the country and find out what these junior officers were talking about.
Crispus Arinitwe reporting for UBC.
The Judicial Service Commission, GSC, has launched its Client Charter, Service Delivery Standards and the Third Strategic Plan 2026 to 2030 as part of efforts to improve service delivery within Uganda's justice, law and order sector. While launching the 3 instruments at the Judiciary Headquarters in Kampala, the Chief Justice Dr. Flavian Nzeija emphasized the need for stronger collaboration among the justice sector institutions to ensure efficient and people-centered service delivery.
And you are heading this.
The Judicial Service Commission has reaffirmed its commitment to improve service delivery and strengthening the administration of justice through collaboration with key stakeholders. During a stakeholders engagement meeting, the Commission launched 3 key instruments aimed at enhancing institutional performance. These include the Judicial Service Commission Clients Charter, the Judicial Service Commission Service Delivery Standards, and the Judicial Service Commission Strategic Plan 3, 2026-2030. The instruments were officially launched by the Chief Justice, Dr. Flavian Nzeija.
In a country, the judiciary serves as the ultimate arbiter of justice. However, the efficacy of our justice system does not rely on the bench alone. Therefore, the Judicial Service Commission serves as a link between the judiciary and the public, making it our primary stakeholder. Therefore, today's theme, transforming justice delivery through merit, accountability and innovation, is not just a slogan. It's a blueprint for the future.
The event brought together stakeholders from justice law and order sector to discuss strategies for strengthening institutional performance, enhancing accountability, and improving access to justice across the country.
However, I hasten to add that we still have to do much more to make all courts more accessible to every Ugandan. And this access I'm talking about must be all-encompassing. The judiciary maintains a zero-tolerance policy towards corruption and due delays and all forms of unethical behavior. Let me be unequivocally clear. There is no room for corrupt elements in the Ugandan justice system.
Speaking at the event, the chairperson of the Judicial Service Commission, Dr. Douglas Singiza, highlighted the Commission's achievements, particularly improvements in the recruitment of judicial officers, aimed at addressing staffing gaps within the judiciary.
We have so far harvested a wealth of fruits by taking out strong punitive sanctions such as dismissals, reduction in rank, compensation, and reprimands. In the financial 2026-2027, we will be able to develop our recruitment system for posting and the ethics. Discussions are already in high gear with you, Honorable Chief Justice, to ensure that the required system protocols are designed, are developed quickly and then hosted at almost zero cost.
The Attorney General Sam Mayanja commended the judiciary for embracing digital transformation, saying technology will play a key role in improving efficiency and service delivery.
It's not a healthy situation for the law society to look at system as different from the judiciary, from the government, and we booked it. We shall meet you with other stakeholders to kickstart a process to end this impasse so that there is harmony in the judicial system. Because we are all lawyers and we all work for the good of this country.
According to the Commission, during the financial year 2025-2026, it registered 576 complaints, including 397 cases, while approximately 200 cases remain under investigation, involving judicial officers and other justice sector personnel. Deborah Namamonde, Viola Nansubuga, UBC News.
I wish you
and that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Kana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata. Enendungo ya kusabula. Mikono tu. Pray your fire, pray your fire, pray your fire.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBB 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
There is a new way to keep your breath fresh all day. Introducing Movit All Day Toothpaste, meant to give you powerful night gum defense and teeth whitening. The charcoal flavor gives you deep cleansing and power stain removal. And the herbal delivers natural strength for healthy, confident smiles. Choose Movit All Day Toothpaste and enjoy freshness all day.
Without a fear, stepping out on every rock. I'm making my world just like I always wanted. Living further and beyond, growing up every day is the goal that I made up for me. That's why I believe in you, Inco, and that's why I'm always looking for you, Inco. That's why I believe in you, Inco. And that's why I'm always looking for you, Inco.
The parent is Tuliahewa Dixon. And the child is Ani Tuliahewa Esther.
Kambera gwete Kyomugisha ngo ishe watuyayewa Esther wahangura school fees ngene na hateje shana amashemero bagonka MTN momo eberewo mbeni nyegasta igana kaga ni 5 star 80 hash kushashuro mwana school fees tokoma nyo musheri zagwije wanje ninga nchaka ngwasa kuzo wawe mwebare munonga.
They share an office. Some work in the day, some at night. What they have in common: focus, dedication. That's what makes them champions. They also share something else: the reward of being one. The official beer of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Not for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend services. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
The Ministry of ICT and National Guidance has launched a Sauti ya Uganda, an nationwide singing competition aimed at popularizing Uganda's national anthem. Ugandans are being encouraged to register and participate in the competition to rekindle pride in the country's identity, heritage and values through music. The overall winner will walk away with a grand prize of over 100 million Ugandan shillings.
The Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Justin Kasule Lumumba, officially launched the Sauti ya Uganda competition while addressing the media at the Uganda Media Center.
Abantu mwena mwena mbusoga mwinde twisanye nga tukulemberwa ise bantu.
The minister emphasized that it is every Ugandan's patriotic duty to know and proudly sing both the Uganda national anthem and the East African Community anthem, noting that the competition will help strengthen national identity and regional integration.
Launching the Sauti ya Uganda, which is the national anthem competition, is also intended to make sure people understand and learn, and also bring out the gift of talent in them, the scintillating voices that can be added to the national anthem.
Launched under the theme One Nation, One Voice, the Executive Director of Uganda Media Center, Alan Kasuja, said the competition will be conducted across all regions of Uganda. Each regional winner will receive 20 million shillings before advancing to the national finals.
We are saying that it's not just a ritual for us to sing the national anthem. It is an important tool that unites all of us. It brings us all together. So we are inviting you to compete. If you're a poet, if you're a choir leader, if you're a musician, if you are the head of a band, whatever the case might be, whatever it is that you do, we are asking you to come on board and participate.
The Sauti ya Uganda contest is also intended to increase the number of Ugandans who can confidently recite and sing the national anthem from memory while promoting patriotism, national unity, and pride in Uganda's identity and heritage.
We want you to be able to sing both of them, and for the best singer, we are going to give them 100 million shillings. Because we believe that every single Ugandan should be able to sing the national anthem.
Veteran musician Halima Namakula and Bernard Mugumbia, co-founder of Songs Avenue, also attended the launch and shared their views in regard to the same.
When they are singing the national anthem, they get with some parts and they hum. Or when they sing one part, not two, not three. So this is the chance that we are going to hear everyone singing.
When you hear something nice, you would want the whole world to hear it. And so, yeah, it will be an honor for me to record what you've just done here this morning.
The event also marked the launch of the Swahili Day, an initiative aimed at encouraging more Ugandans to embrace Swahili, Uganda's second official language, as part of efforts to strengthen national and regional communication.
So for those of you who don't know Swahili, we are now launching so that we get the opportunity for you as the fourth state to also get the opportunity to learn Swahili.
We are using this day to launch the development of Swahili in media in Uganda.
The ministry says registration for the competition is now open and has encouraged Ugandans from all parts of the country to participate and showcase their patriotism through music. Rebecca Natongo, Annette Sana, KBS News.
100 million up for grabs for anyone that participates, 20 million per region for all the winners of those that will come out or emerge as winners for popularizing Uganda's national anthem and singing it rightly, with the right words, of course. Moving on from that, at least 300 land titles that were fraudulently acquired in gazetted wetlands have been submitted to the Ministry of Land for cancellation. According to the Ministry of Water, and Environment, the move forms part of government's renewed nationwide campaign to reclaim wetlands that have been illegally occupied. Susan Nawanga reports.
The swamp is for water. Swamp is for water. It is not for Amayuni, not for Rumonde, not for Marukwang, no.
Beginning this August, the Ministry of Water and Environment, together with the Ministry of Lands, will conduct a nationwide engagement with the district land boards, area land committees, and local council leaders. The exercise follows growing concern over the role of some local land administration structures in facilitating illegal transactions within protected wetlands.
These are the ones that participate in the selling and the signing of agreements of people who are buying wetlands. This is one of the biggest problems.
The exercise further seeks to strengthen compliance with environmental laws and strengthening oversight at local level. The ministry says this is critical given that the weaknesses in land administration systems are orchestrated by illegal allocation and titling of wetlands.
We are planning to engage all these area land committees together with the Ministry of Lands. We have agreed on a joint program beginning August to meet and discuss and take them through the processes and the do's and the don'ts, especially as far as wetland transactions are concerned.
Notwithstanding, government is set to operationalize local environment committees across the country following the review of their operational guidelines. The committees had been largely inactive since the enactment of the National Environment Act 2019, limiting community-level monitoring, enforcement, and environmental compliance.
We are working with NEMA. We are finalizing our guidelines, the review of the guidelines, and we are going to refunctionalize all the local environment committees in the districts, in the cities, across the country. Now, after formation of these environment committees, we are going to induct them and give them the tools, hands-on tools, for them to participate in ensuring that environment and wetlands are well protected.
In the pipeline are plans to gazette all primary wetland systems, protection and management of both intermediate and tertiary wetlands.
Like Lubiji here in Kampala, Mayanja, Sezibwa, Mporogoma, Lumbuye, those big ones, those ones are in the primary category. Now, those ones we are saying, moving forward, there is no go. You don't touch anything there. Don't go there.
To restore integrity of protected ecosystems, at least 300 illegally acquired wetlands are up for cancellation. The titles were submitted to the Ministry of Lands by Ministry of Water and Environment.
We have submitted an additional 322 titles to Ministry of Lands for cancellation. And we are getting out many still in these urban areas all over the country. So whoever has an illegal title, don't waste time. You better produce it early before we get to you, because all of them are going to be cancelled.
Under the National Environment Act 2019, wetlands are protected ecosystems, and any activity that degrades them without the required approval is prohibited. The Ministry of Water maintains that possession of a land title does not guarantee violation of any environmental laws. To beef up enforcement and environmental protection, the ministry has deployed a surveillance team working with security agencies to monitor Kajansi wetland.
The issue of wetland degradation, especially in urban areas, is compounded by the well-off-to-do people. Because a poor person can never build in a wetland. So these are people who do things with impunity. Some of them are workers in government, and we want to expose them. We want to expose them. Once we get you, and you're a civil servant, you're a person who has gone to school, you're a leader or a politician who would be supporting us to restore, and you are doing it. So this is where we are now going. This is where we have reached now. So the biggest problem is impunity.
Kajansi wetland in the recent years became a hotspot for illegal encroachment following the rapid emergence of high-end developments. According to the ministry, Kajansi wetland has faced degradation mainly due to impunity.
Developments happen at night. During the day, you don't see people building. At night, people begin feeling these systems. So some of those in Kajansi were happening at night. But now, I want to tell you that we have got a team, fully resident at Kajansi Police, and they are doing surveillance day and night now. And we have stopped any illegal constructions as we speak now.
The 21-day restoration notices that were issued to the encroachers in Kajansi are yet to expire. Accordingly, the recent wetland records by the Ministry of Water indicate that northern Uganda has the highest level of wetland degradation, followed by eastern Uganda, western Uganda, and central Uganda respectively. This is attributed to agricultural expansion, poverty, land scarcity, and declining soil fertility in other regions, while rapid urbanization remains the leading driver of wetland loss in central Uganda.
But one of the main reasons that people say they are poor, and then secondly, lack of land. No land shortage has hit everywhere. Southwestern and eastern Uganda, even northern, the land holding is average per household is about 1.5 hectares. This is a very small piece of land. So the only available land is a what? Is a wetland. That's where everybody runs.
President Museveni has repeatedly urged Ugandans to stop encroaching on wetlands, emphasizing enforcement action and prosecution under the National Environment Act 2019.
We have been here for 4.5 million years. And these things came recently, the permanent buildings, vehicles. What was sustaining us were our swamps and our forests. Even when our level of science was very low, not so much, the swamps and the forests kept us here, and the grass. Now you want to destroy that, and you say you are a Ugandan? No.
The National Environment Management Act 2019, together with the National Environment Declaration of Wetland Notices 2023, provides legal protection for wetlands and prohibits activities that destroy these ecosystems. The Declaration of Wetland Notices 2023 classifies wetlands as primary, secondary, and tertiary based on their ecological characteristics and functions. According to the notice, all wetlands in Uganda are legally protected, regardless of their classification.
These are fully gazetted, and we have disseminated this information. All local governments, all cities, everywhere they have this information. So please do not buy a wetland. Wetland belongs to government. It is not free land.
While government is prioritizing gazettement of primary wetlands because of their critical ecological importance, secondary and tertiary wetlands remain fully protected under the law and will continue to be managed through the wetland management plans to ensure sustainable use and conservation. Susan Naonga reporting for ABC TV.
Godfred Byamukama has directed Energy Project, the contractor undertaking Mitiena Mubende Road project, to expedite construction works. The directive follows the Minister's inspection visit of the project last month, where he expressed concern over the delays that have slowed its completion. Speaking to the media, Minister Byamukama also commented on this morning's fatal bus-train collision, saying preliminary evidence points to the negligence and error on the part of the bus driver.
During Friday's inspection of the reconstruction of approximately 86 kilometers of the Mitiena Mubende Road and the upgrading about 14 kilometers of roads in Mitiena municipality, the minister said the construction progress had improved compared to the previous visit. He attributed the improvement to the implementation of the forward maintenance model, which he said has strengthened the supervision and accelerated the pace of work.
I want to thank my engineers, to thank the contractor that he has listened to my message of fighting corruption. What he's doing on the road, it shows that even the corrupt people are hiding. The so-called big, where are they? They are hiding. And this should be done on all the projects. I want to thank them. The tarmac, they have added many kilometers. And you see really they are working day and night to ensure they beat the time. At the same time, in the contract we pay money for what we call forward maintenance. We pay money in the contract that where you have not reached for tarmac, you should maintain that place with good maram, cover the potholes, so that by the time you reach there, in 1 or 2 months or 1 year, people don't suffer, which these people are not doing.
Byamukama, however, faulted the contractor for the earlier delays, saying weak project management had slowed the implementation.
Also, we shall keep on empowering our local contractors, our own people here. With time, they will also be like big companies like this. That's why we are. But I highly condemn corruption in the construction of roads. Government has lost a lot of money in the name of corruption. And this one would not move, but we have tested it, we have seen. This road had stalled because of corruption. Corruption by our fellow Ugandans for putting these people almost to a gunpoint. Give me some given percentage, and they pay. But now I'm happy they are no longer listening to that advice. That's why his work is moving.
The minister expressed confidence that the improved monitoring system will help ensure the timely completion of the Mityana-Mubende Road project and improve the implementation of other road infrastructure projects across the country. Meanwhile, the minister commented on the Friday morning bus train collision that claimed one life. The government will soon release evidence on the occurrence of the accident, said Byamukama, assuring measures to improve road safety.
Which was carrying our school children. One, we are sorry for our younger people and the school. What has happened this morning where we had the metro dying. But the mistake was on the driver of the bus. I've instructed our people to release a video. They will release it. Because now, a train does not knock. It is you who knocks the train. Because we have put in place all the measures to ensure that they alert you that the train is coming.
Amwaeva Njuko and Chosen Semambo for UBC.
Thank you so much, Ivan Juko and Semambo. A 98-year-old Nalubega Edisa has finally regained access to her family Chibanja after a 16-year legal and family battle that left her homeless and living in a shipping container. The eviction exercise followed a court ruling restoring her ownership of the property in Tula Nansana Municipality, Wakiso District.
98-year-old Nalubega Edisa says her nightmare began after the death of her husband, the late Sebwa to Damascus, who settled the family on the Chimanja in Tula village Kawempe, Nansana Municipality in Wakiso District in 1952. She accuses her son David Chivumbi of forcefully evicting her from the Chibanja, demolishing her house, destroying a school and church on the property, and leaving her without a home. Nalubega says she has since been living in a shipping container under difficult conditions.
So she sleeps here with her daughter? Yes. Two people in this thing? Yeah.
He left them, our mother here, and all other members of the family. So when time came, he started chasing us away that your father never left anything here.
Her search for justice eventually led her to the office of the Senior Presidential Assistant on Special Duties, Fiona Barungi, who intervened after the elderly woman petitioned the office. A court later ruled in Nalubega's favor, ordering that she be restored to her Chibanja located on Block 200, Plots 216 and 305 in Tula Chadondo, Nansana Municipality, Wakiso District, totaling to 2 acres.
Kidnapped her. They made her to sign everything. And when they came back after that signing, that's when they came and invaded us here, and we had nowhere to go. Not until other conmen also came and conned us.
The enforcement of the court order was witnessed by local residents, police officers, and the Nansana Resident District Commissioner Charles Luanga, as Nalubega and her daughter Jessica Nachuala broke down in tears upon returning to the property.
The full tax, full of, Sulu, they had in Sulu, and the woman, our neighbor there, took the Sulu to the police. Because I was not with her, she was alone. Anything he could do. And when they came back, they said Jessica is not going to stay there. They put everything there.
Nalubega and her daughter accused David Chivumbi and 4 others, including Mahadi Katamba of Mahadi Property Consultant Limited, David Chosigire, Richard Saire, and Alex Semamba of illegally evicting them, demolishing their home, school, church, and destroying crops on the Chibanja.
The man called Mahadi, because Mahadi was saying that Chivumbi is the one who told him to buy this place. So I told him that this is a family issue. Building was demolished. Everything was demolished because we had remained with only that house.
The family says Chivumbi allegedly had them arrested at Kawempe police station. While Nalubega was later released, her daughter Jessica Nachwala was remanded to Luzira prison before the matter was determined in court. The presiding judge Benedict Namanya ruled that Nalubega was the rightful owner of the property and awarded her 30 million shillings in damages. The family, however, claims the respondents initially resisted implementing the court order.
And the judge, it was on our favor. And we won that case. The time they arrested us, 2 of us, even I have the thing there.
Responding to the allegations, David Chivumbi maintained that he illegally purchased the land before later selling it, insisting he was unaware that his mother had been evicted from the property. Some family members have accused Chivumbi of fraudulently disposing of his mother's chibanja without the consent of the rightful owner.
Tumkulanga katika kibiri kati hakani ko kulwala samba nyanti yali atufera bufezi ninga yabudina kwabela ku kitanda ku kyaddondo abala bakubesimu senga dadi tumututenga azirise tumututenga asiuse tumututenga atuyanye.
Senior Presidential Assistant on Special Duties Fiona Barungi directed the National RDC Charles Luanga to provide security for Nalubega and pledged continued government support to ensure the elderly woman has a safe place to stay as efforts begin to rebuild her home.
Ayagala okukola akavuyo ajja alekako katono tukume kooti eddemu esalewo omusango ng'ekujja ku ettaka erijja ku ekibanja ekijja ku lukyalo ono ng'ekiwa omuntu mulala. Please. Me, I don't stay far away from here, by the way. I can always come back. So, so do not.
Of it was that she had a court order which had been failed to be implemented by very many officers in different offices. But I thank God that I managed to tell people to respect that court order, to let the lady take possession.
Barungi also commended Justice Benedict Namanya for delivering justice to the elderly woman and urged judicial officers across the country to continue protecting the rights of vulnerable citizens through fair and timely decisions.
No, Mugarra, I have agreed with him. We are going to look for a better shelter, a temporary better shelter, for her to be in until it's settled, and then they put for her house at least.
And I asked the RDC and police to protect the lady. It's a judgment in her favor.
Crispus Arinitwe, Jamil Sekaja reporting for UBC.
Thank you so much, Crispus, for that story, and we're glad that the old lady gets to get back her land after 16 years of staying off the property. That's all we've had for you tonight. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha and I was with Mugalu Muhammad on Sign Language. Now stay with us as we now begin the build-up to the FIFA World Cup quarter-final between Spain and Belgium. Our team will bring you analysis and all the key talking points ahead of the kickoff at 10 p.m. Good night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.